Before starting the substitution method, let's recall the fundamental theorem of calculus, which says that a definite integral of a continuous function can be computed directly if we can find an antiderivative of the function. In exercise 4.8, we defined the antiderivative we defined the indefinite integral of a function small f with respect to x as the set of all antiderivatives of the function, which was symbolized by integral f of x dx. Since any two antiderivatives of a function differ by a constant, so the indefinite integral notation means that for any antiderivative capital F of function, integral f of x dx is equals to the antiderivative plus an arbitrary constant c. Now, so far we don't have, uh, we are not able to find the antiderivative of a function that are clearly recognizable as the derivatives. In this section, we begin to develop more journal techniques for finding the antiderivatives of a function we cannot easily recognize as a derivative. So according to substitution method, a given interval integral f of x dx can be transformed into another form by changing the independent variable x to u, and this is done by substituting x equals to g of u. And it is important to note that you should make the substitution for a function whose derivative also occurs in the integrand. Or we can say that the substitution method is used when an integral contains some function and its derivative. In this case, we can set u equals to the function and rewrite the integral in terms of new variable u, and this makes the integral easier to solve. And don't forget to express the answer in terms of the original variable x. Basically, substitutions for integrals correspond to the chain rule for derivatives. So note that on the left side, the integral is expressed in terms of variable x, and on the right side, the integral is expressed in terms of u. So if you have a function within a function, multiply by its derivative, then how can you solve the integral? You can solve the integral by substituting u equals to the function g of x, whose derivative is already present in the integrand. So you can write it as f of u du, then integrate this expression with respect to u, and at the end replace u by g of x. Now here is an example showing the substitution method. Integral of secant square 5x plus 1 into 5 dx. Now here, this particular question is in the form of this journal expression: integral f of gx into g dash of x dx. It is in this question is basically in this form: function within a function multiply by the derivative of the inner function. So let's take u equals to 5x plus 1. When you will take the derivative of u, you will get 5 dx. Now 5 dx is part of the integral, or it's the part of the integrand. So what you will do is you will do substitution. Secant square u, instead of 5 dx, write du. So we know the integral of secant square u, that is basically tan u plus c. So we are getting an expression in terms of u. Do back substitution. U is equals to 5x plus 1. So substitute u equals to 5x plus 1 plus c. So this, the answer is in the variable x plus constant of integration, as this is an indefinite integral. Moving towards the next example, integral x square e raised to the power x cube dx. Now select the function. Let u is equals to x cube, because when I'll take the derivative on both sides, left side become du and the derivative of x cube will be 3x squared dx. Taking 1 by 3, taking 3 on the left side, I get 1 by 3 du equals to x squared dx. Now x squared dx is the part of the integrand. That means the substitution is okay. Now integral e raised to the power u, x instead of x squared dx, I'll write 1 by 3 du. So writing 1 by 3 du, 1 by 3 is a constant, I can take it out of the integral. So 1 by 3 integral e raised to the power u du, in taking integral of e raised to the power u, that is e raised to the power u plus c, doing that substitution. So I am getting 1 by 3 e raised to the power x cube plus c. So this is the integral of this expression. Now moving towards exercise 5.5. Question number 5. Integral 3x plus 2 into 3x square plus 4x raised to the power 4, where u is 3x square plus 4x. Now here in this question they are already telling us that what substitution you can take. So taking u equals to 3x square plus 4x, taking the derivatives on both sides, left side will become du, the derivative of the right side will be 6x plus 4 into dx. Taking 2 common, I'm getting 2 into 3x plus 2 dx. 3x plus 2 dx is the part of the integrand. That means the substitution is okay, it will work. Now taking 2 on the left side, I am getting 1 by 2 du equals to 3x plus 2 dx. Doing substitution here, instead of 3x plus 2 into dx, I'll write 1 by 2 du, and instead of 3x square plus 4x, I'll write u raised to the power 4. So u raised to the power 4 into 1 by 2 du, taking this constant out of the integral, outside the integral, 1 by 2 integral u4 du, taking the integral of u raised to the power 4, that is u raised to the power 5 by 5. So I am getting 1 by 10 into u raised to the power 5 plus some constant of integration because it's an indefinite integral. Doing back substitution, I am getting this expression. Now moving towards question number 10. Integral 1 minus cos t by 2 whole square sine t by 2 dt, and substitution is u is equal to 1 minus cos t by 2. Let u equals to 1 minus cos t by 2, taking derivatives on both sides, du equals to 1 by 2 sine t by 2 dt. Sine t by 2 dt is the part of the integrand. So moving to the left side, I am getting 2 du equals to sine t by 2 dt. Doing substitution here, 2u square du, taking 2 out of the integrand, I am getting 2 integral of u square du. Integral of u square is u cube by 3. So 2 by 3 u cube plus c. Doing that substitution here, I am getting this expression. Question number 14 is the same as question number 5 and question number 10. Now moving towards question number 16. Once again, these questions are easy just because here they are telling you the substitution. Questions will be difficult where no substitution is given. You have to think by yourself that what function you can take for substitution. So here integral dx by under the radical 5x plus 8. Here using the substitution u equals to 5x plus 8. Now taking the derivative du equals to 5 dx. Moving 5 on the left side, I am getting 1 by 5 du equals to dx. So instead of uh, replace dx by 1 by 5 du, I am getting 1 by 5 integral u raised to the power minus 1 by 2 du. Taking the integral of u raised to the power minus 1 by 2, I am getting this expression. Doing back substitution, I am getting this answer. Here, the substitution was 5x plus 8. In part B, the substitution is under the radical 5x plus 8. Answer is still the same because integration gives you a unique answer. Moving towards question number 22, integral under the radical sine x into cos cube x dx. Let u equals to sine x. When you take the derivative of this expression, you get du equals to cos x dx. Cos x dx is the part of the integrand. That means this is fine. So what I'll do is, instead of cos cube x, I can write cos square x into cos x. Cos square x is equals to 1 minus sine square x. So I can do this. Simplify my expression. So I'm getting this expression. Taking the integral of u raised to the power 1 by 2 and u raised to the power 5 by 2, I'm getting this expression, and doing back substitution, this is the answer. Now moving towards question number 30, integral cosecant v minus pi by 2 cot v minus pi by 2 dv. Let u equals to cosecant v minus pi by 2. Taking the derivative on both sides, du equals to minus 1 by 2 cosecant v minus pi by 2 into cot v minus pi by 2 dv. As cosecant and cot both functions are the part of the integrand, both occurs in the integrand. That means this substitution is okay, it will work. So taking minus 2 to the left side, I'm getting minus 2 du equals to cosecant v minus pi by 2 cot v minus pi by 2 dv. So substitute here, integral minus 2 du, taking the derivative of 1 is u. So minus 2u plus c. Doing back substitution, I'm getting minus 2 cosecant v minus pi by 2 plus c. So this is the answer. This is also a similar question. Question number 52, sine 2 theta e raised to the power sine square theta d theta. Let u equals to sine square theta. Taking the derivative, du equals to 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. This is equals to sine 2 theta d theta. This is the part of the integrand. That means the substitution is okay. So doing substitution here, integral e raised to the power u du. Taking the integral of e raised to the power u, I am getting e raised to the power u plus c. Doing substitution, back substitution here, I get e raised to the power sine square theta plus c. Now, question number 75. This is a differential equation, a first order differential equation, and it's an initial value problem. So we have to do substitution here as well. Let u equals to t plus pi by 12. So when we take the derivative, du equals to dt. Integral ds equals to 8 sine square u du. I can take 8 out of the integral, so 8 integral sine square u can be written as 1 minus cos 2u by 2 du. On the left side, I am getting s. So s equals to 8 into integral of 1 by 2. So integral of 1 by 2 is u by 2. So u by 2 is here, cos 2u by 2. its integral is sine 2u by 4 plus c. Doing substitution here, doing back substitution here, I'm getting s equals to 4t plus pi by 12 minus 2 sine 2t plus pi by 6 plus c. Now we have to find this value of c. How can we find that this value? By using this initial condition. This says that when t equals to 0, value of s is 8. Substitute this condition. By using this condition, substitute t equals to 0 and s equals to 8. Solving the expression, I'm getting the value of c, that is 9 minus pi by 3. So substituting the value of c here, I get s equals to 4t minus 2 sine 2t plus pi by 6 plus 9. So this is the solution of that ordinary differential equation. So you can solve other questions of this exercise and do some practice